Welcome to the program. Our top story at this hour. It is day 2 of former Prime Minister Imran Khan's long-promised Azadi March. The Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf chief gathered his supporters in Lahore to commence the rally. Imran's Azadi March, which translates to Freedom Rally, witnessed a massive footfall in the northeastern city. Reports suggest that about 10,000 demonstrators left Lahore with the PTI chief on Friday. The convoy got off to a colourful start with dance, drums and patriotic songs. While addressing the rally, which is scheduled to reach Pakistan's capital Islamabad on November 4th, the former Prime Minister reiterated his demand for early elections.
मैं साफ और शफाफ इलेक्शन चाहता हूं और साफ और शफाफ इलेक्शन में मेरी आवाम फैसला करे कि इस मुल्क की क़यादत कौन करेगा। ना वाशिंगटन करे, ना अमेरिका करे, इमरान खान, ना कोई और करे। आवाम को फैसला करने दो।
Imran Khan maintains that his ouster in a parliament no-confidence vote in April was unlawful and a conspiracy by his political opponents orchestrated by the United States, a charge denied both by Washington and Pakistan's new Premier, Shehbaz Sharif.
इसका सिर्फ एक मकसद है कि मैं अपनी कौम को आजाद करूं, इसको एक आजाद मुल्क बनाऊं। इस मुल्क के फैसले मुल्क से बाहर ना हो, ना लंदन ना वॉशिंगटन। इस मुल्क के फैसले पाकिस्तान में हो और पाकिस्तानियों के लिए हो।
Imran Khan's rally is expected to cover a distance of around 400 kilometers with frequent stops across various cities. Imran's rally comes amidst beefed-up security arrangements by Shehbaz Sharif government and its stern warning against those who attempt to break the law. The Pakistan authorities have deployed as many as 13,000 troops to deal with any sort of situation, and like I mentioned, the rally is scheduled to reach Pakistan's capital Islamabad on November 4th. The former Prime Minister Khan reiterated his demand for early elections, and he has continued to do so in his rallies, in his previous rallies, and this one is going to be a major turnover for Imran Khan as he continues to insist on early elections in Pakistan. Imran Khan maintains that his ouster in a parliament no-confidence vote in April was unlawful and a conspiracy by his political opponents orchestrated by the United States, a charge both denied by Washington and Pakistan's new Premier Shehbaz Sharif. And Imran Khan's rally is expected to cover a distance of around 400 kilometers with frequent stops across various cities. Imran's rally comes amidst beefed-up security arrangements by Shehbaz Sharif government and its stern warning against those who attempt to break the law. The Pakistan authorities have deployed as many as 13,000 troops to deal with any sort of situation, and like we understand that the former Prime Minister will talk about the appointment of the new army chief. Let's talk more about the events unfolding in Pakistan. Our Bureau Chief Anas Malik is now joining us live from Islamabad. Hi Anas, and it's good to see you. Having the protests in mind, many are curious, have the protests marches put any pressure on the Shehbaz Sharif government? Will they give in, and will this snap polls happen anytime soon?
Well, at this point of time, the government is adamant, rather insistive, that the number is not that much. Contrary to Imran Khan's claim, this is what the government's claim is, that there are only a few thousands, or rather a few hundred protesters that continue to march with Imran Khan, and that is why they do not seemingly look like to bulge in to the demand of the protesters. That is for now, but going forward, you never know, because remember, the march has just started. The day one ended late last night. The day two is yet to start. It was supposed to start at 11. It's roughly about 12:30, just above 12:30 here in Pakistan. And despite of that, the march day two is yet to begin. The government says that it will listen to legitimate demands. that Imran Khan has the right to protest, but in case if he goes above and beyond under the ambit of the constitution, and if he tries to create a law and order situation, then he will be dealt with an iron fist. But seemingly the government does not seem to be on the track of calling snap polls or giving into the demands that have been set forward by Imran Khan. Eric?
Anas Malik, this protest or rally will cover a distance of 300 to 400 kilometers. Give us a status of the long march. How has the procession been so far from yesterday?
Well, yesterday, Imran Khan started his long march from Liberty Chowk in Lahore, which is technically the center of the city, and he was to end it at one of the gates of Lahore, that's in Ichra. But he ended it at about Data Darbar. That's after a 10-hour ride. He says that the crowd is so huge that it is not possible for his container to proceed at a pace. Therefore, they're moving ahead at a very, very slow pace, or at a snail's rate, it would not be wrong to say. Today, the long march is scheduled to head to Gujranwala. Then from Gujranwala, tomorrow it will be heading to Sialkot. Then day 4 would be in Gujarat. Day 5 will be in Jhelum. Day 6 will be literally at the gates of Islamabad in Rawalpindi and Rawat. And then day 7, that would be the 4th of November. That's when he intends on coming to Islamabad. For now, as I said, the government says that the numbers have been really disappointing, whereas the Imran Khan marchers claim, which we understand is a figuratively exaggerated figure, that there are over 1 million people who are there. But he has a sizable number of crowd, for sure. And what is to be seen is that will this sizable number stick for the next 7 days or onwards until his sit-in continues, number one. Number two, will this sizable number get bigger or will it shrink as and when the processions from Sindh and KP join in? That would be somewhere around on the day number 5 or 5th day. So all of these questions are up in the air, and they will be very closely monitored on the part of the government and on our part as well. Eric?
Anas Malik, finally, you mentioned it. Let's talk about the crowds and the number of supporters that Imran Khan is getting at this moment. Is this worrying the government?
At this point of time, it's not. The government, as I said, the government says that it's only a handful or some hundreds of protesters, not even in thousands, and that they say that it's not a threat right now. Though we've seen media reports quoting intelligence sources saying that they fear that thugs and looters and those who are involved in plundering, they can possibly be part of the march as well, and they can create a law and order situation for which the government prima facie has done arrangements. They've placed down containers, they've placed down barricades, they've got in police and FC and rangers respectively. So the government is trying to make sure that they put in more and more barricades in order to prevent the protesters from getting into main areas of Islamabad. That's number one. And number two, that they are keeping a track of the head count in case if the number gets bigger, then that can be alarming or worrisome for them. But at least for the time being, it is not. Eric?
Live from Islamabad, WION Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik, thank you.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.